A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in international relations and immigration policy, more than 200 Venezuelans, who were deported from the United States under dubious allegations of gang membership, have returned to their homeland after being held in a notorious Salvadoran prison. This event marks a major prisoner exchange between the U.S. and Venezuela, with 10 Americans also being returned from Venezuelan custody. The Venezuelan nationals, totaling 252 men, were transported back home on Friday, concluding a harrowing ordeal that began when they were accused, often without evidence, of being involved with gangs and subsequently deported to El Salvador's infamous terrorism confinement center, Secot. The detainees had been subjected to severe conditions, including lack of access to legal representation, phone calls, or family visits, and had faced months of uncertainty about their fate. Their return was met with emotional reunions, as family members celebrated the end of a painful chapter. Juan Yamarte, one of the returning Venezuelans, expressed overwhelming joy at being reunited with his brother, saying, "I don't have words to explain how I feel." His mother, overwhelmed with happiness, prepared a celebration meal to welcome her son back home. The backdrop of this exchange is rooted in the controversial immigration policies of the Trump administration, which had intensified deportations and targeted undocumented immigrants, labeling many as alien enemies under wartime powers. The administration's approach included sweeping raids and a crackdown on migrants, leading to the detention of these Venezuelans who were accused of being part of the Tren de Aragua gang. However, rights groups have criticized these actions, citing human rights violations and lack of due process for those deported. Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele confirmed the exchange on social media, stating that all Venezuelan nationals detained in his country had been handed over. He emphasized the importance of this agreement, which also included the release of political prisoners from Venezuela. The U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio expressed gratitude for the successful negotiation, highlighting the collaborative efforts that led to the release of American detainees as well. In the U.S., families of the released Americans expressed relief and joy, as some had been held for nearly a year. Among those freed was Lucas Hunter, who had been detained after being kidnapped by Venezuelan authorities while on vacation. His family eagerly anticipates his return, hoping to support him in recovering from his traumatic experience. The exchange has broader implications, as it underscores the complex dynamics of U.S.-Venezuela relations, particularly amid ongoing debates about immigration policy and human rights. The Trump administration's handling of the situation has drawn significant criticism, with allegations of mishandling negotiations and using deportees as bargaining chips. Reports from human rights organizations have painted a grim picture of life in Secot, with allegations of severe mistreatment and inhumane conditions. As the Venezuelans return home, discussions continue regarding the treatment of detainees and the future of immigration policy. The situation remains fluid, with ongoing legal battles and political maneuvering likely to shape the landscape of U.S.-Latin America relations in the months to come. The return of these men not only marks a moment of relief for their families, but also raises critical questions about the treatment of immigrants and the responsibilities of governments in safeguarding human rights. In conclusion, this prisoner exchange serves as a reminder of the human stories behind immigration policies and the need for continued advocacy for the rights of individuals caught in complex geopolitical struggles. The emotional reunions at the Caracas airport highlight the personal toll of political decisions, while the broader implications of this exchange will likely reverberate through diplomatic channels for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.